Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Yep, I got my shades on, out of hospital. On my next live I'll talk about that one. We're on Wogan Motorway. We've just seen heading towards the Gold Coast for that long deserved weekend away. Guess who's taking me down?
Hi guys.
And all to be clear, we're paying for this all of ourselves, and we even went to the commission going, hey guys, is this okay? I did, and they're like, is any NDIS money being spent? No. Enjoy your trip, ladies.
Yeah.
But oh no, there's a Linfox truck. We just saw a stretch Hummer limo.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that he catches up with us.
We're hoping, yeah. And guys, I've still got a bit of anaesthesia on board. I've been ticking a bit, but fairly chill. I'm looking forward to this.
She talks a lot.
I do. Oh God, I don't think I've shut up to listen to the music for what, since 2 bottlenecks. So guys, let's enjoy the weekend as well. So we're traveling down in the evening, so we've got all the like work traffic, the army traffic, the like us, I can't deal with this anymore, I need a weekend away traffic as well. So guys, I don't know if we'll be allowed to film in the room, and there are some things that are better left unsaid as well. So guys, come and spend an enjoyable weekend with us.
Yeah, going to the beach.
Going to the beach.
Oh, you should be able to film from the balcony.
Nice. Film from the balcony. And okay,
well,
I know.
Any real plans, but we're not drinking.
No, not drinking.
No
edibles. No. Nothing except boring legal medications I've got to take for my conditions, basically. And like, there's no agenda. And Deb, I know you're switched off support coordinator mode, but if you planned it right and you had funding for a one-on-one, is this something you could do with a support worker? Back up the car.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha.
That's the gotcha. And look, we're staying at a self-contained.
It doesn't have to be an STA. It doesn't have to be classed as an STA. I mean, your support worker, especially, well, more so with private support workers, you can just work out, what you want to do. Like, you might just do an hourly rate and just leave it at that. If you were to go away for a whole weekend with a company, they would send 2 workers, because unfortunately with the SHADS award, that's totally changed things now. You'd probably have a private worker.
Yeah.
Private worker is not controlled by SHADS. You're able to work things a little differently, but being higher functioning, Andrea's pretty much, we'll just do together and it'll be cool. It
will be. And guys, I don't think we're going to catch up to the limo Hummer thing, because I am seeing the road safety team. So I'm thinking, especially if the road safety team is out, let's be a good passenger. See ya guys. For the traffic.
Yes. Another 20 k's to go before we're
so guys, this is the traffic. We've got another 20 k's to go.
4 lanes.
We're trying to show you the limo, but I don't know.
Yeah, he hasn't quite rolled up on us yet.
No, he hasn't. And I was like, I'm not going to record this weekend, and Deb's like, why not?
Why not? It's what people can do. Like, well, you'll be across the road from the beach, so tonight we'll go for a walk along the beach.
Yep. And I had my first hamburger since having to do my procedure.
Well, that's an occasion.
It is. And guys, when I get back, I'll do a live on what happened. Oh, pretty. Sorry guys, bit of a truck nut. And that's the other thing you could do. Coolie rocks on, pack up the car, grab a self-contained apartment. Doesn't have to be like we've both cleaned out our fridges and combined and meal preps.
Yeah.
Literally on the fly.
And ham out of the freezer, cheese, tomatoes,
bacon, eggs.
Yeah. I've grabbed some bread rolls yesterday and the traffic's playing a little bit of Russian roulette.
Yeah, and guys, Queensland drivers, indicators are not optional.
Well, they're an optional extra in most cars, I think you'll find, in Queensland.
Well, here's the thing. After the floods, I was still well enough to work. I was living at the parentals, and I had saved up I think I was earning about $500 a week. Bear in mind, this is 2011, so that was a pretty good wage for someone working part-time at the time. I'd saved up. Stone Streets, which is one of the tour companies up here, was doing a tour to Top Gear. It was just after Richard Hammond had had his accident, so they put Kenny. He's the guy who does Kenny in as replacement for Richard Hammond. But Jeremy Clarkson, Lovely Mel Hayden, and James May came out. They wanted to bring up some of the supercars to the flood-affected areas. BBC Insurance would let them go to Chinchilla, Dalby and Gatton, wouldn't insure them for Toowoomba because of Toowoomba drivers and but no.
The roundabouts in Toowoomba, mate. If you survive the roundabouts, you're doing well.
I had to fast, and of course when you're fasting you don't sleep well, and so my parentals dropped me off to the hospital. I did not tick, and Dad was like, I feel like I'm playing chicken, but it was 6 o'clock in the morning when they picked me up. And I'm a nervous passenger at the best of times. Oh my god, this is why we need the Inland Rail. That is the Pimpamau off-ramp, guys.
Kilometres and
kilometres. Oh my god.
Standstill traffic.
Yes, but no. So you could do Coolie Rocks On, you could do Comic Con, you could do Supernova. So would you say with an agency it might be a bit hard logistically, but this is one of the times having access to an independent support worker or friend or family? Because not everything has to be paid for by the NDIS.
Oh god, no. No, but I mean, and you can save up, you can put aside a little bit of your personal spend. Even if it's only, $30 a fortnight, gradually over time. I poked around and found it's a studio apartment with a balcony overlooking the ocean. The Esplanades between the building and the ocean. And it was $386 for the Friday and Saturday night.
Nice.
And I booked it probably 6 or 8 weeks ago.
Yeah, I was still on the waiting list for this procedure, and I get it the week of, and I'm like, crap, do you have a second person to go with? Because my procedure is that morning. Deb's like, what time are you? Oh, it's Q Health, but it's 7:30. She's like, I'll pick you up, I'll work till XYZ time that you work till. And then
you're early.
Yeah, because I didn't realise this particular public hospital has a policy that if someone with a disability presents, you're first cab off the rank, which actually makes sense because people with hidden disabilities or even physical disabilities, mental health, we had a conversation offline about this, is a bit trickier, but the health gets missed, really, doesn't it? The health gets missed because you think about their mental adjusted age. You don't think about their biological age. For women, mammograms, pap smears. For men, your prostate cancer. It is harder in mental health because are they just attention seeking? Psychotropic medications as well. Also, guys, Andrew is happy to do another podcast. So if you're a Toowoomba local, guys, this is one thing that it really hit me. He was saying, especially when he and I were talking about my journey with gabapentin, that without that relationship, he would never have been able to advocate to the doctors that I needed to get off it as well. So relationships, you think of the pharmacists, their main role being medication safety. How do they facilitate that? Through relationships. So yeah, and I have had a few of the new meals. Oh my god, the roast lamb is to die for. And instead of desserts, they've got some soups.
Oh look, a little houseboat.
Oh, so cute, guys. Just look what we've spotted. A little houseboat.
It's a very expensive houseboat. Good lord. Don't buy a very expensive car.
Yes. Hey, if you're watching, quick question. What do you do? Like, I'm genuinely asking. I'm not jealous, but because you've obviously worked bloody hard. And like, I'm this person, I don't know if Deb's heard this perspective before. Have you seen the people with their toys? Like, I was talking to my mum. Our handyman dropped out. And he was going away for the weekend. He had a Zodiac, not getting his star sign read by a psychic, but a Zodiac boat. He bought it actually at a prop auction. Mum worked out it would have been when they sold off all the props from Sea Patrol. And he was going up to one of the dams to play with it and camp for the weekend. So I don't begrudge.
Camping's very simple for a weekend away. That's very, very cost effective too.
It is, and it doesn't have to be formal. Yeah, you've got to scrounge a tent and a bedroll or a swag from somewhere.
Sleep in the back of the car. If you've got a hatch, drop the back seats.
Yeah, and there is also places, it'll be in the description below, free camping as well. Though sometimes free camping for people who are unhoused, that is their only option, so you've got to respect privacy. But no, camping. Like, I've got a guide's sleepover coming up, Carnival weekend as well.
Is that Dreamworld coming up?
I think that is Dreamworld coming up, guys.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, I really enjoyed the Monday day trip as well. And look, I've kind of learned that I've got to be a bit more accommodating, especially on the day trips, because you're going to get a mixed bag of people as well. Yeah, that
the tower there, for the thing that drops.
Yeah,
Scary that is.
And guys, people think of Dreamworld as a theme park. Yeah, it is a theme park. But they've also got like Bilby Rehabilitation, Koala Rescue, obviously Tiger Island.
Really? I haven't been there since Dylan was probably 3 or 4, so it'll be 20 years since I've been to Dreamworld. Oh, that's showing my age. No, don't.
Guys, see you on the other side. So guys, that's the new roller coaster. There's the water park. I think they've moved the Big Brother house. They've got like a really fabulous Lego store. Also, their kids rides are amazing now. Did my first and last roller coaster on Monday. Let me know if I'm distracting you and I'll put the camera away.
You're right. I'll just roll up on these guys, that's all.
No,
hero.
Again, Guys, you're not the only ones on the road, and it's not the Monaco Grand Prix.
Especially when we're down to 60 and 110 zone. Oh.
But I'm not a driver. That's the thing. I haven't driven since 2019. And let's say my internal GPS is lost. Like we were recording.
So are most drivers.
Well, that's an interesting argument there. If, especially with the CrowdStrike and coming into storm season / disaster season for Queensland. Oh, Lord, Tambourine Mountain. We're just planning another getaway in our heads, guys.
Yeah, that's right. Bunya Mountains, Tambourine Mountains,
Ravensbourne.
Oh yeah, as long as there's waterfalls and somewhere to, cool. It's nice and cool in the summertime. I reckon that's the trip for the summer.
Yes,
is the mountains and just go for walks under the trees and in the
cool and yeah.
But this is the perfect time for the beach because it's not stinking hot yet.
And it's not during school holidays. I don't mind kids on school holidays. In fact, I think it's very cute that you see the families together. Families together spending time. Cost to get down there is horrific these days. So guys, these are all ideas, but Dreamworld is amazing. I would definitely recommend it to my international viewers if you're coming on the Gold Coast. Also, really good Lego store there as well. So if you've got one of the Lego passports, definitely worth coming down to get it stamped. Also, you can enter in it from the car park. You don't need to go into Dreamworld for it. It's totally separate from Dreamworld. Did my first and last roller coaster. So the Big Red boat, I thought it was boats that went around on a track. So like the Dreamworld equivalent of Jungle Cruise that they've got down there. They've got like their what would you say? It's not highwaymen, it's in Australia, it's bush rangers type of thing where they've got these boats on the loop. No, it was a roller coaster, and by the time I got through all the access points and everything, they deemed me safe to go on. So I'm like, okay, well, I can't really get out of it now. So that was my first and last roller coaster. Ticked it off, guys. Guys, what is it about roller coasters? What is it?
Adrenaline. Adrenaline.
No, for me, I had my eyes closed half the time.
And here on the right-hand side, we have
Movie World.
Movie World.
Guys, some of my projects were filmed there. They don't actually have the backlot open, like they used to, due to the fact I think there's 5.
Oh, there's
projects going on. Yeah, there's Movie World.
It's a bit hard to see through all the trees.
It is, because we're heading down the coast, not back to Toowoomba.
But we can film that on Sunday.
We can do.
So we've got Movie World. We've got Wet and Wild. It's not Wet and Wild. It's here.
I think
Wet and Wild and the horses.
Outback Spectacular.
Yes, Outback Spectacular.
And then you've got SeaWorld, because guys, there's 2 major theme park things. There's Village Roadshow, which is SeaWorld, Movie World, Paradise Country, which is like rescue horses down on the farm type of thing. Then you've got like Dreamworld, Wet and Wild, and SeaWorld.
Well,
And
this is Helensvale.
Nice.
But, SeaWorld is down.
SeaWorld's down the coast, and our Australian SeaWorld is actually a lot more responsible than the American SeaWorld as well. There's a lot of wildlife conservation, and they only keep animals in captivity that are deemed unsuitable by, I'm about to say possum patches, I have said that, Department of Parks and Wildlife. When I was a kid, called them possum patches because that's what they have on their uniforms. That's now what they have called themselves as a nickname. Not gonna kid myself, there must have been a million kids that called them possum patches to be able to call themselves that for the kids. And don't know if Deb's heard about this, there's some really interesting and funky research going on at SeaWorld with Griffith Medical School, and there's always got to be 3 people in there, because they're actually doing research with Irukandji venom as a neurotoxin. So they were thinking it could be the next Botox for neuroplasticity, spasticity, spinal disorders type of thing. 2 people can be researching. Third one,
interesting.
It is, and the third person is there. They literally have their phone for the emergency button if someone gets stung. Because you've got 20 minutes to get the anti-venom in. Irukandjis don't mess around, guys. Also, internet. I, as an Australian, have a beef to pick with you guys. Who told the Americans about the drop bears? But guys, we're getting very close to another bottleneck, and I forgot to charge my phone. So guys, I'll see you in the morning when we get to the when we've been to the hotel as well. As we're on the Esplanade, we're now looking for the hotel. I can smell the ocean. Either I can smell the ocean or I can smell the air conditioning.
One or the other. We're not quite on the Esplanade.
Yeah,
Nearly there.
We've had some interesting philosophical discussions off camera about the whole who came up with the idea that Irukandji venom could be the next neuro medication, and the origins of Botox. Guys, we have if you think we have some weird conversation while we're recording, you guys don't want to hear them offline. Yeah. No. And guys, I can actually feel my shoulders, my legs, everything relaxing. So, as Deb said, NDIS doesn't have to pay for everything. Give money away. High interest online saving account. Give up your takeaway. I know it might be your enjoyment, but think about your short term versus your long term. I gave up my 7-Eleven coffees for 2 months. Yeah, my 7-Eleven coffees that you always see me when I'm filming, I gave them up as well. So also, this is a shout out to anyone who is in the accounting sphere or financial management who wants to come on either the YouTube or the podcast, talk about budgeting with a disability, because let's be real, not everyone's going to get access to NDIS. They're tightening criteria. They're pushing back onto like education, council, state government, health departments, even charity, potentially. Also potentially families as well. So learning how to budget for your own future, it's going to become crucial. It's a life skill everyone, regardless of their level of function, should have. And even argue the cases for like supported decision making that I'm currently under, looking at next year going under full trusteeship, not guardianship. Guardianship and trusteeship are very different, but there is your cases for your guardianship, but who is your guardian is a huge decision. I know Deb can't say anything on this, but I can. The public trustee used to do a great job, but they just simply do not have the funding, the staff and the experience, in my opinion, to do the job they need to. And people get lost in the system because of it. But there is a place for guardianship, supported decision making and trustees. I would definitely say try supported decision making first, which has been amazing. I go out every Friday with a support worker, talk to my mum, show her my bank accounts, and she's like, you're underspending on groceries again, or no more clothes, or so and so support worker over the shifts. can you take her to get some craft supplies, because she's been whinging at me about that, but she can afford it. It might be, why don't you go to the Silly Sollies and grab your housemates some treats for the weekend because you've been going away. And guys, housemates, be very careful. That can turn into an expectation. But for me, I'm the only one going away this weekend. It was no skin off my nose to buy a $2 colouring book for one of my housemates. One of my other housemates, I did ask, didn't want anything. She just wants someone to write to her. Okay, got Dad to write her a postcard. That's also another thing that you could do within a day centre environment. Writing to people in nursing homes, overseas, deployed as well. Guys, I can see the sea. I'm gonna turn this off and live in the moment. See you on the other side. Guys, we've arrived. My phone's about to die. That's the vibe we're going for, isn't it? So guys, I'm a person who changes into comfy, so I've got the yoga pants on, I've got the tracksuit top. It's only a light tracksuit top, but it's still spring. We've actually discovered a night market, so we're going to have something light to eat and then go down and see what street food's down there. And
Oh, show them out the front.
out the front,
Show them off your balcony. Are you right with that?
I might hand you the... Guys, I'm just... Guys, Deb's...
Forward.
There's the view.
Come across this way.
Cool. That's our view. And also, bicycle Lambos. They can actually get to like a beach incident or skate park or gym quicker than anyone else. God, those bike ambos must be fit. And I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, it's quite humid.
It is. As sad as it is to see the Wish ambulance. So guys, yeah,
How cool is that?
pool. And guys,
I can do that for you.
as Deb
I'm
said,
just going to take that for a second off Andrea. I won't drop it, I promise. So this is our view from our very strange little balcony, which is like that wide. Not very wide. Hang on, sorry. There we go, we're back in focus. So yeah, look at that. Can you hear it? Love the sound of the ocean. Hope that didn't make anybody seasick.
and we were saying how we would go on the drive down, and we'll have to put a time at 11.
Hey guys, it's Andrew here, so I've got to be quiet. The person who's brought me down, well, Deb's still asleep. It's 6:20. Gonna go, I've had a cup of coffee, gonna go exploring around the hotel, see what it's like as well. And this is something that I haven't been able to do for a while, is just be on my own in a safe environment, because Deb is still asleep. I will actually leave her a note or leave a note at reception or text her as well. But you only have to ask. I've got hotel room keys as well. So guys, yeah, the view is absolutely amazing, but I'm going to go down and have a look. Pool, hot tub, that type of thing as well. And guys, something that I've realised that I'm going to do, put over on the blog, I did a kit list for respite. Didn't think to use the damn thing, but I'm going to get, whether it be a support worker, a tech or family member, to help me with my printer and actually do some up as well. So guys, if you have memory disabilities, please, for the love of God, get someone to help you pack. I discovered I didn't have pyjamas. I did have a t-shirt and safe stuff I could sleep in case of like a emergency fire alarm XYZ. But no, it is something I didn't think of. And guys, I'm glad I didn't actually go out and spend money on toiletries. One simple reason, I've got that many toiletries. So this is a huge thing that I can do for myself to respect Debbie, is to be mindful that there's another person here, to be aware of my impact, and let her sleep. Yes, I'll wake her up from my tablets and stuff, but dressed. Yeah, check out the hotel, and okay, so I think Debbie's waking up. See ya. So guys, the pool deck doesn't actually open till 7:30, which I can understand. For the privacy of other guests, they've actually asked no filming. But the things that I would check again and do on a kit list is pyjamas. I normally do, but I think that's just one of the things that slipped my mind. A tracksuit, because even in the height of summer it can get really cold, whether it be aircon, especially if you're travelling with other people. Like a wet bag for like your clothing and stuff. And guys, because I've had such a busy week, I think I would generally be a lot more organised. Also a notebook and pen for writing stuff down. Well, I don't know if that's just me as well. And bra and undies. We've got a laundromat as well, but unless you look up the hotel facilities or talk to them, don't assume that there's going to be a laundromat as well. So that would be the only other. And little microfiber towel. I honestly thought I'd put some in, but I hadn't as well. Yeah, it is actually just nice to even sit and watch the beach. Like, yeah. So when I get back to Toowoomba, I am actually going to look and book whether it be and it'll probably be a one-on-one, a day trip, or something to come down with friends as well. Also, guys, health update: the colonoscopy found polyps, so no wonder I was bleeding as well. But guys, the other thing I've just noticed while filming, I need to dye my hair and I need to get a haircut. And yeah, minis definitely have their place for travelling, but I'd say if you can do full-size bottles, especially if you're only travelling within your state type of thing. Also, the night markets, Deb's going to shoot me over some footage, were awesome as well. Absolutely amazing. And also, guys, I know people say I only travel with one pair of shoes, but I would say, especially beach, like pair of thongs or sandals, and a pair of proper sneakers, and then a pair of like going out shoes, whether that be for women, heels or nice flats as well. So really looking forward to the day. Don't know what it'll bring, but I just literally want to walk on the beach / get into the salt water as well. And guys, what we combined was amazing with our food and everything. Wish I was a bit more organised, that I could have got up and filmed the sunrise, but it is what it is. And so we're kind of we're actually at the surface, but we're not in the party central area as well. So hopefully a bit of beach, a bit of shopping, yeah, as well. So I'm going to relook at my budget. And guys, this is the best thing, travel mug as well. But no, I'm surprised I didn't throw in like a tiny little microfiber towel and more underwear. But I think because I was stressed leading up to it, and the support worker did say they checked, but guys, I don't want to throw anyone under the bus. They did check, but how much attention did they put to checking? So that's where I'm thinking a kit list would be really good as well. But we're in one of the hotels where you can hire like your beach towels. You can ring down, so it's self-contained, but it's got this little niceties that someone else makes your bed. You've got your towels as well. And very unsuccessfully got offline as well, so we didn't bring computers as well. But the other thing I would suggest is like a little book bag for like purse, phone. We wanted to buy a few more things at the market, but we couldn't. So we got as far as the Surfers Paradise sign, and we looked and went, oh. So I'm gonna organise to come back during the day to have a nap / rest, so I've got the energy to go. So this would also be one of the other things, is know your pacing as well. But no, when I get back to Toowoomba, it's going to be a haircut, keeping going with the decluttering, and yeah, booking the next, whether it be a day trip or weekender as well. So all I needed to do was email my both support agencies. They released my tablets fairly easily, let them know who I was travelling with and when I'll be back. Guys, Debbie is still sleeping, so I'm going to be very mindful of her and go from there as well. But I do actually have, at the end of this month, a guide sleepover coming up. Yeah, as Deb said, camping is another thing you could look at, but no, I'm going to look at a few things like that as well, because guys, I'm thinking of where to say this, but yes, there's a lot of uncertainty around their NDIS and everything, but life is what you make it. If you're willing to get in and put in the work, people will help as well. And guys, we saw a lot of like Lime bikes and stuff, and so I think then the Gold Coast there'd be like a lot more side hustle types of things that you could do. We saw like a lot of Grubhub drivers, a lot of the bicycle deliveries, a lot of the artisans. So there'd actually be like a lot you could do. So that's the thing, if you're on DSP and you can't work, there's some side hustles, but also volunteering with Surf Lifesavers as well. I do regret I didn't actually bring my watercolours down, but that's the thing, you've got to be mindful of how much car space there is. So I'd say limit yourself to 2 bags max, like your travel bag and your day bag as well. But definitely going to look at that as well. Yeah, because I was going to go down to the pool deck before breakfast, but pool deck doesn't open until 7:30. I tried the hotel key, but it doesn't actually work. And I've discovered they've got a game room, like we're in an older hotel, but don't discount the older hotels. I think about your accessibility, definitely ask about that, but they've got a lift that were really accommodating as well. And guys, don't forget about like your caravan parks with your cabins and stuff like that as well.